I worked as a gardener for a long time and decided that I wanted to design gardens. Went to school and really fell in love with the process of design and the process of working with plants to create beautiful places, and the rest just kind of unfolded from there. My name is Skyler. This is Wetlands, and welcome to Art Club. I like to think of my space as kind of a breath in between exhibits. A lot of the exhibits here are very visually arresting. They can be very stimulating, and I like that mine is a little bit more restful for the eye and a little bit more restful for the ears. So I hope it brings a sense of peace, relaxation, any number of things. But ultimately, I hope it allows people to think more critically about the role of plants and infrastructure in their lives, and where they fit in that world. I think there's an art to landscape architecture. It definitely requires an artful eye, and there's a lot of room for expression in landscape architecture. Art, for me, is very much an individual expression where me as the artist has a message or a method that I want to communicate, and I express that through a piece of art. Whereas landscape architecture is more of a service for people. So with a design process or the process of creating a piece of landscape architecture, the designer works with a large team to carry out a project that meets a lot of goals. So one is more individual, I guess, and one is more collective, but there's a lot of overlap. They're not separate by any means. They just, they're different executions. Laramie Joseph was the welder on this project, and she welded all of the steel you see here on her own. So it was a heroic effort. That was a big challenge, and we learned a lot through that. So I feel it necessary to share the urgency I feel regarding the climate crisis and the need for society as a whole to change the way we think about infrastructure in relation to the environment. This piece really, it speaks to dualisms, hard versus soft, nature versus culture, water versus land. And by separating those and exposing the dualisms, it allows the visitor to kind of enter into the space and see themselves within the gradient that actually creates those. So this piece means to me, ultimately, that we are a part of nature. There's no separation, and I hope to communicate that to a broader audience and help people understand their deep reliance on and deep connection to the living world.